I'm a Democrat because I remember what it took for my grandparents to be in this country, the belief they had that their dreams could come true, and I want to stand with all of those that need the government to protect their lives and protect their livelihoods. I am pro-choice, and I will defend that with all my might. I'm a Democrat because I want to support all the workers of Los Angeles, and together we can make Los Angeles more livable.
Cotton candy, pink lemonade, bubblegum. When tobacco companies sell candy-flavored products, they know exactly what they're doing, because 4 out of 5 kids who use tobacco start with a flavored product. And once they're hooked, they can be addicted for life. This election, we can stop Big Tobacco's dirty trick. Voting yes on Prop 31 will end the sale of candy-flavored tobacco products, saving kids from nicotine addiction. Vote yes on 31.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Share something special for just $3.99. Mix and match 2 favorites only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Live from ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
Now at 11, a tragic discovery in Sherman Oaks. A woman and her dog are killed when their apartment explodes into flames. Now the warning from fire officials to you. And we're looking at hot temperatures today, but they won't last long this time. The big change headed our way. But first, we begin with the scandal gripping LA City Hall. A new leader takes his place as we wait to see what council members Kevin DeLeon and Gil Cedillo will do today. Good morning. This is Eyewitness News at 11 a.m. live on ABC 7, Hulu, and wherever you stream. I'm Giovanna Lotta. Philip is off today. The LA City Council is meeting virtually right now for a second day, with protests continuing at City Hall. Fallout from the racist remarks scandal that's consumed the city. And today, a new president is at the helm. Eyewitness News reporter Tony Cabrera joins us live from the newsroom with the latest. Tony.
Giovanna, we expected to see Paul Krikorian taking the president's seat for the first time in council chambers today. But because he tested positive for COVID, he joined the meeting virtually with most of the other council members, as we saw yesterday. Meanwhile, outside chambers, protesters were out in force again. Similar to yesterday, protesters were out urging council members Kevin DeLeon and Gil Cedillo to step down after the racist conversation involving Nuri Martinez. Both council members were not present for today's meeting. The protesters are also now expressing outrage over last night's vote to elect Krikorian as council president. Black Lives Matter protesters and others say they haven't seen Krikorian stand up, advance, or fight for real public policy that impacts black people. They want Councilman Mike Bonin instead. Krikorian disagrees with them, saying the fact that he had unanimous support from every council member is indication they have confidence in him. Inside council chambers, Mayor Pro Tem Mitch O'Farrell sat in the president's seat, assisting in leading the meeting, even though Krikorian was, of course, there virtually leading the meeting from home. Demonstrators had demanded council to cancel all future meetings until DeLeon and Cedillo stepped down. Although Krikorian agrees they should step down, he says canceling meetings will not encourage either of them to resign. He says that would only delay the work for the people of Los Angeles. Protesters say they'll keep fighting back until they get what they want.
Business as usual is not going to happen anymore. It's not going to happen because unless KDL, Kevin DeLeon, and Gil Cedillo fully resign, this cannot continue to happen.
Now, today's protest wasn't as large or intense as yesterday's, when demonstrators clashed with police at the doors as they try to force their way inside. This morning's meeting was similar to yesterday's, full of public comments via telephone, with many people calling for the resignations as well. Now, legally, council members cannot force other members from office unless there are serious criminal accusations. Most members, though, have said a resignation by DeLeon and Cedillo is the only way for the city to heal and move forward. We shall see what happens. Live in the newsroom, Tony Cabrera, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tony, and of course we'll stay on top of that. And in the wake of the scandal, the LA City Council has voted to place a measure on the ballot that would create an independent redistricting commission. The commission would be charged with establishing district lines for both the city and the LA Unified School District. The commissioners would be chosen at random from a pool of applicants vetted by an independent body. They would also not be allowed to hold elected office prior to or after holding the position for a certain period of time. The proposed measure could be on the 2024 ballot. And with so many developments linked to this story, be sure to stay with Eyewitness News as we continue to cover the fallout from the City Hall scandal. For all of the latest updates, go to abc7.com or you can download our free ABC7 Los Angeles app. The brother of former LA City Councilman Jose Huizar is expected to plead guilty today in a previous scandal tied to City Hall. Salvador Huizar has allegedly agreed to acknowledge that he lied to federal investigators about accepting cash from his brother. Jose Huizar is facing federal racketeering charges, accused of a bribery scheme tied to the approval of downtown developments. He was suspended from the City Council 2 years ago, then replaced. He's pleaded not guilty. Salvador Huizar will testify at his brother's trial in February. A woman and a dog are dead after an apartment fire in Sherman Oaks. The fire broke out around 4:30 this morning in an apartment at this building in the 5200 block of Sepulveda that's near Weddington. It took nearly 30 firefighters about 15 minutes to put out the fire. That's when firefighters discovered the woman and the dog inside. Officials say the apartment had no working fire alarm.
But we do want to remind folks to make sure that you have a working fire alarm in your home, because the fire alarms do save lives, especially now with fires that spread so quickly because of all synthetic materials that furnish our homes. Fires are twice as fast as they were 30 years ago.
This cause, or rather the cause of the fire, is under investigation. And take a look at this scene Air 7 captured this morning on the 405. More than 30 cars all pulled over, lined up behind the other, all with flat tires. Not a way to start your day. The good news is the California Highway Patrol says it doesn't appear to be intentional. Officials think maybe a box of nails or some wooden blocks fell off a truck, creating the hazard. And unfortunately, those drivers were caught up right behind it. And now a look at our weather. Warm today. One more day of warm weather, we think, and then a cool down. Brianna has the details. Brianna?
Yeah, it is going to be pretty warm out there today. We even have some heat advisories in place for Orange County, and then also that today. Along the coastline, it's been a very warm start. 88 degrees already. 80s as well. Redondo Beach now at 90 degrees. Not a whole lot of areas you can go to escape the heat. Palmdale not too bad at about 74, but you can see the offshore winds. It's a little breezy out there for some spots. That has helped heaten these temperatures up today. We're under wind advisories though, but it is a weak Santa Ana, and that's helping those temperatures get a little bit warmer. We're talking about some bigger changes by the weekend though. It's going to be cooler. We have some very small chances to see some light rain and drizzle as well. We'll be talking about that coming up. I'll send it back to you.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Brianna. As we continue here at 11 a.m., a woman is